Stories by Fatima. Episode 4, Jane's Kitten. Jane had just finished getting ready for high school. She walked out of her house and started walking to school. Jane didn't have any friends at school or any siblings, so she would spend most of her time alone. She would walk to school alone and studied on her own. She wasn't a talkative person either, but always loved to talk to animals and make friends with them. Her mother was a vet, so she could see adorable animals all the time, but she didn't have her very own pet, which is what she always wanted. One day when Jane was walking to school, she heard a purr. She went to see where it was coming from. Jane saw that the noise was coming from a garbage bin. She opened the garbage bin and saw a little kitten inside. It looked adorable. Jane picked up the kitten and got it out of the garbage bin. She saw that the kitten's leg was broken. "Don't worry, little kitten, I can take you to my mom. She'll help you," said Jane. After Jane finished her school for the day, she took the little kitten to her mom. Jane's mother wrapped the little kitten's leg up with a cast. "This will do it for now, but it will need to heal, so don't take off the cast," said the mother to Jane. "Can we keep him, please?" said Jane. "You can keep him, but you have to make sure to take good care of him," replied her mother. Jane got ecstatic, and she promised to take good care of the little kitten. She would always take the little kitten everywhere she went, and she spent a lot of time with him. One day, Jane thought since she had been spending so much time with the little kitten, she was going to give it a name and did not want to call it Kitten anymore. She decided to name him Lion because she thought he was a brave kitten. One day when Jane was walking to school, she bought a collar for the kitten and wrote Lion on it. When she got back home, she was excited to put it on the kitten. Her kitten ran to her and he seemed really happy. "What are you so excited about?" asked Jane. Jane saw that the lion's leg was back to normal. "Yay, your leg is back to normal," said Jane. Later that day, Jane went to sleep and she put Lion in his little bed. When she woke up, she saw that the kitten wasn't there. She got worried because Lion would never leave his bed without jumping around and making noise. She checked all around the house and in the yard, but Lion was nowhere to be seen. "Oh no, I've lost him," said Jane. Jane went back and forth to different places. She went to her school, the park, and the shop. Jane decided to tell her mom what had happened. "Don't worry, Jane, I'm sure he will come back to you," said her mother. It was night time and Lion still wasn't back. She couldn't sleep through the night because she kept thinking about him. She thought that he might be hurt or lost. When she woke up and walked to school, she hoped to see her little kitten, but Lion wasn't there. She remembered all the times they spent together and she started to miss him. She tried finding another kitten, but it wasn't the same. "What am I going to do?" said Jane. She started to put up posters of her missing kitten and going to people's houses to ask if they had seen it, but nobody had. When she was putting up posters, she heard a purr and thought it was her kitten. She ran to see where it came from. She had to go into a dark alley if she was going to see what it was that was making the noise. She wanted to go in, but she didn't know if she should. Jane went to her mother and asked if they could check in the alley to see if the cat was there. "I think Lion is in that alley," said Jane. "Well, we can take a look, but I don't think it's the same one," replied her mother. Jane and her mother went into the dark alley. As they went forward, the purr started to get louder. "It's coming from the garbage bin," said Jane. Jane opened the garbage bin, but nothing was there. She started digging through the garbage to see if Lion was underneath all the rubbish. Then she heard a purr coming from inside a garbage bag. She opened up the garbage bag. Jane saw her little kitten Lion. "How can you tell this is your kitten?" asked her mother. "It has the same collar," said Jane. Lion wasn't just there, but so were his siblings. 3 cats came out from behind the garbage bin and they looked exactly like Lion. "That's why you were gone for so long. You were with your brothers and sisters," said Jane. Jane decided to take them all home and take care of all of them. She named Lion's sisters Coco and Sunshine, and Lion's brother was called Sylvester.